Sotomayor, coming at you, want to talk to you a little bit about something that hurts me to even bring it up. And it is how I have fallen out of love, fallen out of favor with Michelle Obama. Now, people who know me know I was one of her biggest supporters, one of her staunchest supporters. Now, I have to switch that up because of the thing that she just recently did, which I just found out about, but apparently she had done it. But I got to give my opinion on it because now I'm completely done a 180. I'm on the other side of this thing. I am not a fan of hers at all. Now, here's what got me so upset.
What was that?
What she did was in an interview with People magazine, because she was promoting her new gardening book. The First Lady, Mrs. Michelle Obama, was asked, whom would she want to be if she could be anyone? And her response, to my shocking eyes, was Beyonce knows, she of Destiny's Child, she of Rock Nation, she of the Bootylicious fame. Now she is one of the top, I think she's the top person in People magazine, whatever. So maybe that was the connection. But it was shocking because of this. The First Lady is the First Lady. She's supposed to have a bit of class, a modicum of class. But apparently she is, because I've done all types of I did the video, the type of black woman everyone dislikes. And I brought up Michelle Obama saying that you hood rats are messing it up for Michelle Obama. Well, Michelle Obama has turned out to be no different than the rest of you. And let me tell you why. Her comment stating that Beyonce was who she would be if she wasn't the First Lady was shocking on 99,000 different levels. One, because Beyonce foregoed her education. She didn't even have a GED to become a singer. First Lady graduated from Princeton. You would want to go from a Princeton graduate to a person that got their GED at 30 or 28 or however old she is. You would want to go from the First Lady to a woman best known for her butt size. You would want to go from the First Lady to a singer. Now, Beyonce is not a bad person. It's not like she said Rihanna. And I understand that. But this is an educated, classy woman. And let me tell you, it goes deeper than this. And there were some things that I overlooked that I can't overlook anymore. Number one, because blacks don't tend to like going to school. And people look at blacks and think that the only thing that we can do is be athletes and musicians. So when our First Lady, who's the First Lady, the wife of the president, comes out and says, yeah, if I wasn't the wife of the president, I'd want to be an entertainer too. You find that kind of odd. And the biggest reason I find that odd, because she's made so many gaffes that it's amazing. She's always making gaffes, and the other First Ladies have not made these dumber gaffes. You ask, what am I talking about? Well, for starters, when he was running for presidency and he got it, and his wife yells out when he got the nomination, for the first time, I am proud of my country. Dear, your husband is running for president of this country that you said you have never been proud of in your whole life. Who stands up and says something crazy like that? For the first time in my life, I've been proud of this country. Dear, really? Seriously? The first time you've ever been proud of the country that your husband is running to try and be the head of was when he won the Democratic nomination? That's kind of crazy. But we skipped over that, the speaking out of turn, which reminds me of Trayvon Martin's mom, which reminds me of, honestly, most black women. And most black women I've ever put my faith in have let me down. And Michelle Obama was probably one of the last bastions of hope. And she let me down. And it's due to the same thing that hurts black women. Their mouth. She speaks too much. Then she got, when they finally got elected, she said, She went on magazines and tours talking about how she loves to shop at Target. Now, let me ask you something. No other president's wife talked about how broke she was. But our president's wife basically poor-mouthed herself coming in talking about she shop at Target, she don't buy expensive stuff, trying to become a woman of the people. Food stamp president's wife, apparently. But let's not leave it at that. Because what did she turn around and do? Go on a shopping spree in Paris. Literally took time off to go shopping at expensive places in Paris. Same woman who came up and said, well, you know, I shop at Target. So let me get this straight. You wanted people to know you were poor. Now you want people to know you're a liar and a hypocrite. But we overlook that. Then she went on vacation with her daughter, with her friends, not the president, and flew Air Force One in Italy, spent all types of money on this vacation. Took your friends. Really?
Home girl.
Never heard of none of the other presidents' wives doing that. And I didn't understand why she wanted to pour mouth herself anyway, because Jackie Onassis never poured mouth herself. But if you think about all of these things that the president's wife has done, all of these talking out of turn, now she wants to be Beyonce. Not Oprah, not, oh, I don't know, just anybody other than some entertainer, because that's all they think we can do. But because she opens her mouth so much, and talks so much, this falls back on him. See, he's got to overcome everything stupid she says. You never heard Barbara Bush, Laura Bush. You never heard Bill Clinton's his wife, Hillary Clinton, say dumb stuff while she was the president's wife. You never heard Jackie Onassis, Kennedy, say any dumb shit. But there is no shortage of ridiculousness that comes out of Michelle Obama's mouth. The question is, why does she talk so much? Here's a good question. Notice how Joe Biden's wife don't say nothing? See, you look at it now, and I kind of believe the story that came out that only reason Barack Obama married Michelle was to further his political career. Because all he dated before Michelle was white women.
That's right.
Michelle was the first black woman he dated and was the one he stayed with. The one he married, and then and that's when he was starting his political career. Why would a Princeton woman say that she wants to be Beyonce? Why would she say something as crazy and out of line as this? And I know what you're thinking. You're saying, why would you say that's crazy? With all due respect, Miss First Lady, you have 2 young daughters. And for their 40-year-old mother to say that if she could be anybody, she'd want to be Beyonce. What do you think they're thinking? What do you think the minds of most little black girls would think when the First Lady says, I'd probably rather be Beyonce if I could be anybody in the world. If I could be anybody, I want to be an entertainer, a sex symbol. Maybe I'm the only fool thinking like that. Because if you think about it, she's everything that I keep wishing black women would stop trying to be as far as shaking my ass on TV. I don't think you would have got Laura Bush to say she wished she could have been Madonna or Lady Gaga. And I don't understand why Mrs. Obama feels the need to say the most out of line, embarrassing stuff that you can think of. I don't understand why she feels the need to talk at all. If Barack Obama had married him a white woman, he'd have had the same kind of woman like the rest of the presidents had. Ones that did their charity work and shut up and allowed their husbands to lead. But not this one. This one talks all the time. This one's on every news show. This one tweets. This one does this. This one does that. This one's always, and then y'all steadily trying to say this woman's elegant. Y'all steadily trying to say how beautiful this woman is. Come on, dog. That is not true at all. Now, I understand that we got the woman in the office, but this woman ain't pretty. Barbara Bush wasn't pretty. Laura Bush wasn't pretty. The only one was pretty was Jackie Onassis. Hillary Clinton wasn't pretty. They ain't pretty. Matter of fact, Joe Biden's wife, the only one that's pretty. But you've been trying to force that down people's throats. Fine. Then she been trying to tell people to grow their own food in the yard when she don't grow her own food in the yard. And finally, here's the worst part about it. This president is the only president to have to let his mother-in-law move in the house.
Oh, shit.
His own mom ain't in the house. Well, she's not alive, but nobody else had to move their mother-in-law in the house. But of course, this man had to, because her mama had to come to the White House with him. Really? Now, I know what y'all thinking. How dare you say these things about Michelle Obama? Well, y'all had no problem saying these things about George Bush. He was the president. The truth is the truth. She talks too much. She speaks too much. And he has to always fix these messes. I don't know if this little recent incident will hurt him in his campaign for this year. But you better believe the white folks going to use it against him. You better believe they're going to bring up that his wife, a Princeton-educated woman, would rather be a dancer and a singer that couldn't even graduate high school. This is why we live with a bunch of hood rats. Because black women aspire to be booty shakers. Even our first lady.